So I just watched a Minecraft movie, which is directed by Jared Hess and written by Chris Bauman, Hubble Palmer, Neil Widener, Gavin James, Chris Galetta, and Allison Schroeder. And I had no interest in watching this. I never played Minecraft. All of the trailers for this movie looked bad. It looked like a really bad movie, and I had no interest in watching it. And then I decided one day, because there was a certain version of the film that was put out, and I will admit, the fact that a film can be put out in that state somewhat intrigued me. I was like, this could at least be somewhat interesting to see a film in that version. So I decided to just go ahead and watch it, and big surprise, it was bad. But you know what? It was also fun to laugh at, so I'll give it that. I guess I'll go over the few positives I have about the movie, and that is one or two jokes actually made me laugh on purpose, like I was supposed to laugh, and I did laugh, so I'll give it that. That's about it. I was mostly like laughing at moments that were not supposed to be funny, or I was doing what everyone else does and laughing ironically at all of the meme moments, like the moments that everyone else is laughing at. Like I will say, I feel like this movie is too in on the memes. Like not the memes surrounding the movie, but the memes just surrounding like Minecraft and the internet. Like that line where Jack Black says as a child he yearned for the mines, or the fact that one of the villains is named General Chungus, or the fact that one of there's a line in this movie that's legitimately first you mine, then you craft. It's like, wow, you're trying really hard to seem hip with kids, aren't you? I didn't really care about any of the characters. Like everything with the characters just felt rushed. Like we don't have time to care because they just have to move us along to whatever the next big action scene is. There's like a few moments that actually try to be dramatic and they all fall flat because we don't care about the characters. Like there's this scene where a character sees these visions of everyone saying how much he sucks and they don't like him. And there's a scene where two characters mourn like a death that happens in the movie. And yeah, none of it works because you don't care about the characters. So why should I care that they're sad or that something bad is happening to them? Like, I guess maybe something could have been done with this whole idea of like creativity not being accepted in the real world. And so they go to the overworld where they can like be creative and do what they want. Maybe a better movie could have talked about that more, but as is, it just felt thrown in. Like, we need a message, I guess. So put that in there. Why not? Most of the acting was bad. I normally love Jack Black. I think he's done a great job in a lot of movies, but he was just, for lack of a better word, too Jack Black here. Like it's clear that the director was just kind of like, yeah, Jack Black, just go ahead and say the lines how you think would be funny, and he just sort of did the typical Jack Black performance. It was pretty annoying. Jason Momoa and Jennifer Coolidge, they were more annoying though. I already hate Jason Momoa and I don't like Jennifer Coolidge in a lot of things, and I just thought both of them were really annoying. And especially Jennifer Coolidge, because her subplot literally served no purpose. You could cut it out and miss nothing. And I think you should cut it out because, like I said, she's a really annoying character in this. The kid actor was bad. I'm not going to harp too much on that because he's just a kid. What are you going to do? That's more down to casting. Like, they should have picked a better kid actor. Emma Myers, I thought was fine. Like, she wasn't great, but I at least was like, all right, you're kind of trying. Rachel House was actually the one good performance in the movie, I thought. Like, I thought she did a good job. I thought her voice and performance fit her character. She was given actual good dialogue to say, then she could have been a good character, but no, she wasn't given good dialogue because it's a Minecraft movie. And I know this is not like related to performances necessarily, but every time the villagers were on screen, I thought they were annoying. I thought those stupid sounds they made were annoying. I didn't care about them at all. I don't know. I just didn't really like the villagers. And since we're talking about the villagers who are digital characters, the visual effects were bad. Again, big shock. Like, I acknowledge it is a bit hard to judge how good the visual effects actually are in the version of the film I watched, but I don't need to watch the version of the film most people saw to know that the visual effects were done very poorly, especially the green screen. The green screen was just like, I never bought the characters were in this environment at all. And like, honestly, I don't see why they didn't just animate the movie, because it could have at least looked decent. And but now it's live action, and you're stuck with these uncanny character designs that I thought were disgusting to look at. Any scene in the movie that was dark was like impossible to make out. They don't know how to properly light scenes in the like at night, so I just was like squinting my eyes, like, what is happening right now? I will say, in terms of visual effects, the landscapes, when they were just like empty and there weren't any characters in them, I thought they actually looked pretty good. I thought they did a good job making good looking landscapes for this movie. And I did notice some points where practical effects were used, which was nice. But I know for a fact that they were just done over with CGI, so they look fake as a result, which is kind of a shame, honestly. And the action scenes, they felt like nothing. Like, it felt like they were just kind of throwing things on the screen, like, oh, if we put a bunch of stuff on the screen, it'll look really cool and kids will love it. And no, it's just like, yeah, you're just throwing stuff on the screen. None of it looks good or cool, so why do I care? And like, one particular scene that I thought was ridiculous was how easily one of the characters kills an Enderman, especially considering earlier in the movie Jack Black said it took him like 5 hours to kill one, and he has way more experience than this character. That was ridiculous. I couldn't take any of the action seriously. It just felt like watching a kid smack a bunch of action figures together. Like, I will say, it was kind of fun noticing like Jared Hess's directorial trademarks that were there in the beginning of the movie. Like, you got the weird looking extras who you could tell were kind of purposefully cast to look a bit odd. You have some shots that do look a bit reminiscent of Jared Hess's earlier films. And like, I swear to gosh, the siblings' house in this movie looked exactly like Napoleon Dynamite's house. Like, it was the same house. You can't convince me otherwise. But just the problem is that, like, as the film goes on, especially when they enter the Minecraft world, the directing just turns so workmanlike. Like, oh, I'll point the camera at the characters. Oh, they said their lines, good. Action scenes happening, film that, great. Like, it just felt like a director with no passion was making most of this. While meanwhile, at least in the first 10, 15 minutes, it was at least feeling like Jared Hess was trying to make a Jared Hess film. And yeah, I was either at that point I was just pretty much pointing out stuff that made no sense. Like, the pigs all hate creativity. Why do they have a talent show? That doesn't make any sense. Jason Momoa is a washed up loser, but he's still built like Jason Momoa. It doesn't make any sense. Like, this feels like the kind of character who should be played by Jack Black. Like, I guess there's a shot earlier in the movie where he's like doing protein powder, so I guess that's supposed to explain why he's all fit still. Honestly, it's funny because when I saw the first trailer, I thought they gave him like a fat suit or something, but no, he's like physically fit in this, which I don't understand. So yeah, big shock. A Minecraft movie is bad. It's not a good movie. It was kind of fun to laugh at, but overall, I have to say the experience was not worth it. But if you decide to watch it, I would say watch the cut that I saw. If you know, you know. Like, but again, I'm talking like most of the world hasn't already seen this. So yeah, big shock, giving a Minecraft movie an F. The best part was I noticed that in the final battle they played music from Into the Spider-Verse, which was like, okay then, sure, I guess that's good music, so okay. And like, ever since I saw this movie, like, I feel like the memes have broken my brain. Like, I constantly quote chicken jockey and coming in hot and water bucket release for no good reason, even though there's no context whenever I reference these things in my daily life. And I'll just start singing Steve's Lava Chicken to myself out of nowhere. I think this movie broke my brain. I don't understand. I don't understand. This is It was really bad. Oh my gosh. So those are my thoughts on a Minecraft movie. If you've seen it, be sure to let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to see more reviews like this in the future. And on that note, I will see you next time. Have a great day.